What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now welcome to my August trophy talks. So what are the trophy talks? Well, these are videos where I break down and I look back at August and the games I've played and the platinum trophies I've earned. It's sort of a retrospective of the past of August. I'll take you through all the games I've been playing, my thoughts on these games, and just generally how I've been on the leaderboard, my percentage rating, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about it on this video. So firstly, I know you must be thinking, is this an August Trophy Talk 2020 or an August Trophy Talk of 2004? Because PlatinumBro looks like he's lost 16 years in age because he's lost his beard. That sadly is the case. I felt like time was time. It was time was up on the beard. It was getting a bit itchy. It was getting a bit scruffy looking. So it was time. The hair is staying and the hair is clearly considerably longer than what it was in July. That's here for now. Is it here for good? Well, time will tell. I also would like to say that this month it's been quite a shameful month, so when we get over to the leaderboards you'll sort of realise and I'll sort of explain to you. I've played a lot of bad games this month, I'm not going to lie. I played a lot of games I probably wouldn't have played if it wasn't for the trophies. Let's just get over to Psn Profiles and we'll talk about it. We will. Alrighty, here we are. Psn Profiles. As you can see immediately, first things first, I don't have a background at the top of my PSN profile. Now, that usually only means one thing. It means the game you've been playing is so low budget that it couldn't afford to have a background theme on PSN Profiles. Or PSN Profiles deemed it not big enough of a game to get one. And that sort of puts you in a position as to the games I've most likely been playing. So before we get into the games, let's have a little bit of a look-see as to where I am now and where I was last month. So last month I was sitting around 500th. in the country rank for the United Kingdom, and my world rank was around 4,500. Well, I've moved up considerably. I'm into the top 4,000s of world rank, and I've finally broken away from that top 500. Now I'm now firmly in the mid 400s of my country rank. My platinum trophies are now 330 instead of 306, which explains, if you got good maths, I've gained 24 platinum trophies this month. My golds are 2,728. My silvers are 2,070. My bronzes are 2,845. Total trophies 7,973. Completion has gone up from 98.15 to 98.34, which is almost 0.2%. When you're getting this high of completion rate, that means a lot. And my trophies have gone up above 8 trophies per day. That will definitely drop next month, which I'll explain a little bit. But that's basically the general gist of my trophy list. Okay, so on with the trophies. So let's just begin, let's just dig in. The first game I want to talk about is Clash Force. Now this is the first game that I played this month, and it is one of the easiest trophy lists of all time. Basically all you do is you run and gun and finish like 10 levels and you're done. I made a guide in this video if you want to watch it. I finally got the online trophies for Red Dead Redemption 2, so I'm pretty much done with that game for now. I'm living at 75% completion rate. Yes, it could be 100, I know it looks a bit out of place, but it's too much time commitment. I'm probably looking at 200 hours to play that game. If I committed to finishing this game, I wouldn't probably be able to play another game until November or maybe early December. I just don't want to do that yet. So unfortunately Red Dead, you're going to be stuck at 75% for quite a while. Next up is Castle Pals, twice, 2 stacks, EU and North American. I don't have the Asian account, guys, if you haven't realised already from watching some of my videos. I only have a stack, European, North American. Asian's quite hard to get a hold of, and to be honest, the games that I play that I want to get more trophies on, I kind of feel like 2 stacks is enough because you get sick of them. I feel like clawing my eyes out when I play the game the second time sometimes, so I couldn't handle a third. I also made a guide on that as well. So I started getting codes from wovit.com, which means that I can get one of the stacks for free, which means I don't have to pay for it, which is one of the reasons why I've been stacking a few more games than I normally would. But it also means sadly I have to review it, which is why I have reviewed Castle Pals. Next, Random Heroes Gold Edition on the PS4. Now that was a game that I seen looked pretty easy, and it was actually pretty fun. I actually like playing as the all the little different costumes. Basically, it's just like a side-scrolling gun game, shooter game, but you unlock all these different like skins, and they give you like super speed, or not super speed, faster running, faster movement, more health, more damage, those sort of things. It was okay, don't get me wrong. Pity Pit was a game where you sort of like descend a pit and you have to do all these random miscellaneous trophies. It is so easy. I platinumed it in 22 minutes. I actually played this one twice this month, and I finished it the second time in about 17 minutes. Which is nothing really. Okay. Just a Phrase by Paugi. This was on my list for a long time. I couldn't really be bothered to do it. I've been putting it off for months and months and months. And I thought, you know what? Rather than buy another game, I'm going to play this game. So I stacked it twice. Vita and PS4 north on the European site. Store, should I say. I don't stack Paugi games, I have to say. I can't be bothered with them. Usually they're okay. I think I'm pretty much done with the Paugi now. They're not my cup of tea, and I just don't enjoy them really at all. And if you play them without the guides, it take like 10 to 30 hours, and I'm not a big word search kind of guy. Okay, this brings us on to the biggest achievement of the month, which is I finally finished Resident Evil 6. All in all trophies, all platinum. Every DLC, every non-DLC, it was a massive grind. I did a whole video on it. I don't want to dabble on it too much. If you want to watch the video, it's in the link down below. It's a great video, I have to say. It's my most proud video. That's why it's like my opening video when people join my channel. It's for new subscribers. I'm really proud of it. I like the skit I did at the beginning, and I just like talking about Resident Evil 6. I like slating it. But I'm glad it's over, and it kind of has soured my experience of Resident Evil. I have to say, I kind of was going to buy Resident Evil 2 this year, and now I feel like, shall I? Shall I not? Some of the stuff that's in it will be in all the other ones. Like, I don't really like the gunplay. I think the gunplay is naff, terrible. And I've seen it in the gameplay of Resident Evil 2 and 3, and the gun combat does look pretty similar to Resident Evil 6, and it's just not for me. Zombies should die when they're shot in the head once. It doesn't matter what world you're in. That's how they should die. I don't like it when you have to unload half a clip into a slowly walking enemy. That's so 20 years ago. Okay, next is Epic Word Search. So this is basically a game where you log on, you jump on, and it's like a massive word search, and you have to basically find all the words, certain words only, and it's actually okay. It took me about 2 hours each. Again, it was another bit of a grind one. I'd been on my list for ages and ages and ages. Apparently, Epic Word Search Volume 2 is a lot shorter. You can probably finish that one in about an hour and a half, but these ones are quite long. I wasn't overly having the best time playing those. It was an easy word search, easy platinum trophy. I just put some TV on, sat back, relaxed, watched a movie, and also did this. So, it was okay. It was okay. Yeah, it was okay. Concept Destruction is next. I've already platinumed this game. I platinumed it, I think, around 2019, 2020, January time. It's a good game. It's a fun little platinum trophy. I also made a review of this one, and I really enjoyed this one. Just a little fun half-an-hour experience, which, you could keep playing for longer if you wanted to, but if you play it just for the platinum trophy, you're going to have fun with it, and I think that's a key thing for these little games. There's so many cheap games now that I feel like they should all try and be fun above everything else, because even if they're even 10 minutes, I'd rather play 10 minutes of fun than half an hour slog, or I'd rather play an hour fun than the 10-minute easy one. So I'd rather play Concept Destruction, which is 35 minutes, than a 10-minute platinum trophy. I can't think of anything that easy. But next is Super Destronaut Land Wars, another easy one. So basically what I did this month is I bought a lot of games on my North American account 2-3 months ago, and I then decided it was finally time to get them all on the Vita. So if you don't know, if you're quite new to trophy hunting, that you need to know that to get the North American accounts on your other account on your Vita, it's pretty difficult. So you can't just download go to a North American store and download them for your European account. It is not that straightforward at all. You've got to do all these different things. You have got to sort of use an email to sort of separate the code in the Vita to trick it into changing over stores. So when you do it, because it takes you about an hour to do, it's kind of worth playing through all the games, and it only lasts for 24 hours, then it resets. So basically, if you're using the glitch, you've got to kind of do it all in that day. So that's basically why I've played, how many games did I play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Vita games in one day, all between an hour and 2 hours. So on this list there was Super Destronaut Land Wars, Rush Rover, Siberian the Time Travelling Warrior, Foxyland 2, Reed Remastered, and Super Box Land D-Make. All okay games. I think Super Destronaut Land Wars and Siberian the Time Travelling Warrior being the best of those games. Also Foxyland 1 and 2 are okay side-scrolling games. We're actually flying through this, guys, to be fair, today. If you want to know more about that glitch, I'll just go on Bad Driver's web channel on YouTube. He's got all the information on how to do that. That's a video I tend to watch. Okay, next is Lost Wing. It's sort of like a side-to-side action spaceship battle game. It's pretty fun. I found it quite frustrating. I also did a review on this as well. I found it quite hard to get the grasp the grasp of how to play the game. I found it pretty difficult, pretty unforgiving to start with, but that's just because it's quite a steep learning curve. Okay, so you pick up this thing and it's going to be an easy platinum trophy. It was. Now, a lot of people stack these games, and I think if I was to play Lost Wing again, bear in mind it took me 2 hours 34 minutes to finish it this time, I could probably do it in 20 minutes, because I've got a grasp of the game now. I know how it works. I can probably just be straight through, final boss, and the first boss, and to beat him, platinum trophy earned. But when you first pick it up, it's pretty tough. Okay, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I've just released a review for this game, which, you know, go feel free to check it out. I think it's another great video that I made. It's an okay game. I give it a 5 out of 10. I still stand by that. It's pretty broken in many ways. In a nutshell, frame rate is abysmal. The gameplay loops a bit all over the place, and the transversal. The game is basically go from here to here, but when you get to the mission sucks, and then when you have to go to the next mission, the traversal of how to get there sucks. It's like, oh, please go over these 9 mountains. Here's a motorbike, and we'll not tell you how to get there. So you follow the roads and they take you the wrong direction, or you go over the hills and you damage your bike and you end up running through all this like shrubbery for like 10 minutes, then you fall into some water and have to swim, and it's just like, what is going on? This is not the game I wanted to play. I don't think it's a game that Ubisoft wanted to make at all, but you know, it was an easy platinum trophy, don't get me wrong. It was quite enjoyable with a friend, but then again, games with friends are always fun. So you kind of can't use that as a positive for it, because, like I've just said, like I would enjoy, you know, rolling turds in my hand with some of my friends, but it doesn't mean rolling turds in your hand it's fun. No, it's not. Am I comparing Ghost Recon Breakpoint to rolling turds in your hand? A little bit, yeah. Maybe just the one turd. Next is Road Bustle, the easiest platinum trophy 2020 without a doubt. Probably the easiest platinum trophy of all time. So Slide was basically the easiest platinum trophy. You could platinum trophy that game in about 30 seconds. All you had to do was finish a puzzle, but that still involves a bit of know-how. Road Bustle is not the case. All you do is run forward. It's like Frogger. You run, you dodge, then you get 16,000 points to get a platinum trophy. That's how it's meant to be played. Or you can just turn around, run into this little tree, this little block of this red house, and just run at the wall, and it just locks all your points. Done. It's a bit of a disgrace, a bit of a shamble. If you want to watch the actual review on how I did this, there's a link in the description below as well, or just go on my channel and have a look. It is laughably easy, like appallingly easy, and it's a poor game as well, I have to say. Actually, I tried it afterwards and it just wasn't fun. Next is Pity Pit again. So like I said, you know, it's a pretty easy game. All you do is some miscellaneous trophies. You can platinum trophy the game on the first level. Next is Memory Lane. This is basically like do you know those games where you have all these different cards face down and you flip them up and you have to get the matching pairs? That's pretty much what Memory Lane is. You have to get like level 18 or something. It gets a little bit difficult towards the end, but it took me 11 minutes to platinum on my first run. It isn't difficult, it's just, it requires a little bit of thought process. But if you're not a moron, you'll be fine with this game. Final game of August is Gun Crazy. 33 minutes 18 seconds. This came out last month or the month before. It is an easy platinum trophy. All you do is finish the first 2 levels and try not to die and get a few high scores, which really aren't that hard. Like I've said, I'm not good at side-scroller games. I'm not good at side-scrolling shooter games. I'm abysmal at them, in fact. So if I'm finishing these games in 33 minutes, you can probably finish these games in 25 minutes. There's not much really to say there. So yeah, guys, that is my month of August. 34 platinum trophies. No, 24 platinum trophies. Great maths. 24 platinum trophies. I played a lot of bad games. The only ones really worth talking about were Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Resident Evil 6. Basically what happens is, everyone's different, but when I play games, I'll play a really big game and I get so fatigued of playing a big game, I need lots of little refreshing games. So I played Resident Evil and I played Red Dead for pretty much 4 weeks straight, you know, maybe break it up here and there, but pretty much, you know, I spent about 100 150 hours on those 2 games over June, July, and then August. So when I do that, I get so fatigued with one game, I just need a break, and that's pretty much what this month's been. This month has just been easy game, just like sort of building up my strength to take on some big games. I did this for another reason, because I know next month's going to be pretty big for me. Now, that sounds like, what do you mean big? No, it's Avengers is coming out at the beginning of September. I'm going to be doing a review on that game. I'm going to be doing a platinum review as well, so I'm going to be reviewing it probably in the first week. Then I'm going to do a platinum trophy review when I finally earn the platinum trophy. If you've watched anything about the trophy list, you know it's not necessarily easy. It's probably going to take between 50 and 100 hours to do, maybe longer. So I plan on spending 100, 150 hours on Avengers next month, if not maybe into October as well. As well as that, I've actually just picked up the most recent Yu-Gi-Oh game. And I've been watching the Platinum Trophy, Josh from the Platinum Trophy on Twitch, and he was playing that the other day, and I love Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm going to be spending a bit of time on that as well. Also, Ghost of Tsushima is creeping forward as well. They're going to be my next big games I'm going to be playing, and then eventually going to go back and I need to refinish The Last of Us Part 2 as well. It's on the list, you know. It's bringing down my completion percentage. If I was to complete The Last of Us Part 2, my completion would probably be, instead of 98.34, it would probably be like 98.5, 5.5. Like, every game you don't finish, when you get to this high level, it really does massively drop your level, your completion percentage. So, and I really want to get it into 99%. That's sort of the goal. I think that's definitely achievable in the next 6 months to a year. It depends on how many games I play, because if I was to play a game now, complete 100% of a game, it would probably bring my overall completion up by 0.01%. If I started a game and didn't finish it, it would probably drop my percentage down by about 0.5%. So it's better to finish the games you haven't, to complete the games you already got on your list, than to bring new ones in. If I was to bring new ones in, it would probably take me about 50 to 60 games to get to 99% completion. I could probably finish 4 or 5 of the games on my list and get it up to 99% completion. So that's sort of where I'm at. I'm trying to stay away from the leaderboards this month. I got a bit obsessed this month with all the games I've been playing, and I'm going to stay away from them this month. I just want to sort of focus on the games that I want to play. And as we all should all just play the games that we want to play. Let's not get too philosophical, let's save that for another video, because I would like to do a whole video just on talking about that. That's it for this one, guys. Just a nice, chilled, relaxed discussion with you about my games that I've been playing this month. What have you been playing? Have you been playing any big games this month? Have you been playing lots of little cheap games? Have you been playing some shameful games like me? I have been playing shameful games. I hold my hands up. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you want to stay up to date with my content, don't forget to turn on that notification bell. If you want to have a chat with me, check out my Discord. You know, there's quite a few of us on there now. We all have a good crack. We all have good banter, and it's just good fun. So you can talk to me. You can talk to all the other subscribers on Discord. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.